my guest coming up, I'm hoping I'm going to say this right because I'm thinking of the military. So this is what's sticking out of my mind. Artist actor Cornell Militaru. And I'm hoping that I'm saying the name right because, once again, I do apologize. I have the Boston accent. I slaughter words left and right. I mix up the consonants with the vowels. So try to pronounce it the best I can. So with that being said, give me one moment, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. Is this Cornell? No.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. One question to start this off. Can you hear me clear? Because it sounds like there's a delay. Just making sure everything's okay on the line.
It does sound a little bit like an echo. If by chance, because I just had someone that was actually traveling around, I say if by chance, if we do drop it, don't worry, you can always call back in. If the signal drops, I'll play a song. So wherever you are, no worries. Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
So we'll just be prepared. I've done tons of improvisational dinner comedy, and I had to do things on the spot. So if you happen to call back in, if it gets dropped and you hear a song, I'll bring you back on right as the song, okay?
Sounds good.
Okay, so once again, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. And by the way, you did say my name pretty correct, so I won't judge you on that.
Oh, good. Thank you, because I try so hard, so very hard to actually pronounce words the best I can. You know, it's just something that, the Boston accent, it's just like people would tell me getting into acting, you got to get rid of this accent. And I'm like, living in Boston at the time, Boston was having a lot of films. And I'm like, why would I have to get rid of my accent? They're filming in Boston. Don't you think it would make more sense that I have my accent? And people would tell me, and here I am many years later, and I'm doing a radio show. So what isn't broke, don't fix it,
Exactly.
So, welcome. And, before we get into all your acting and stuff, I always ask my guests, I want to know if you can talk about it. If not, that's okay. I'll move on. Can you talk about your childhood and about your family or anything, or before we get into the good stuff?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I had a very blessed childhood. My parents, they're still married to this day. I grew up in a very supporting, loving family. So therefore, I had no issues. And as far as, like I was born in New York, so I don't. Hello?
Yeah, I know. I'm still here.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just heard a beep right now, so I was trying not to panic. I'm like, should I call back? So sorry, I heard a beep.
No, if you have to, no, it's okay. If you have to, if you don't hear me, you can just, it's no problems if you have to say, you're still there, in case, don't worry about it, that's okay.
Got it. I'm not going to be rambling on for an hour, and it's like, it wasn't even on live, so anyway, so.
No, it's okay. Okay.
Take two, right? All right, so I was born in New York. Yeah. I was born in New York, left there when I was 4, and moved to the Bay Area in a small town called Fremont, California. I lived there for about 7 years. And from there, we moved to a small town in the Central Valley, California, in the San Joaquin County, a small town named Tracy. And I've been here since '99. So I was just kind of bouncing around. And my childhood, I don't know, I attended and left quite a bit of schools, so it was I was always on the go. I was always this hyper kid, always on the go. I wasn't the nicest kid ever, I guess schools just wanted me to get transferred, to do the nicest thing. So yeah. They're like, yeah, we won't be needing Cornell here. Why? Did he pinch that kid for lunch money again? No, not this time. He sort of broke our swing set. I'd be doing the most random things. So, yeah, I wasn't really welcome. But I loved the whole traveling process of it. I'm like, hey, Mom, thanks for dropping me off. And she's like, do I have to come pick you up later today and take you to this new school, or will you be okay? I'm like, I'll be okay. She'll be call later. Yeah, Cornell pushed some kid off a slide. But no broken bones. Don't worry, guys. I wasn't that bad. I was a hyper kid and loved doing activities such like that. So so that's my childhood in my on my like little school and traveling and stuff. But as far as family, like I said, I grew up in a very home supportive family, and yeah, that's my background.
Nice. That sounds very sweet. I mean, are your parents supportive of what you do for your job? I mean, for acting, I mean?
Definitely, they've always supported me in anything that I like doing. They didn't quite understand it because, in my family, there was never an entertainment background. So I literally created this for myself. So I felt this is what I was meant to do. And so, yeah, they were very supportive. They'd understand, the whole auditioning process, me constantly on the go. They'd see me for like an hour that I'd be gone. And so, I was just letting them in on what I was doing, what it's about. And they're like, okay, well, we support you all the way if this is what makes you happy. And I told them this is what I love doing. So they're on my side 100%.
Oh, nice. Because I do understand it's not just on a talk show. I've been there, being part of film, done some stunt work and, done dinner theater and stuff myself. So I do understand about process and stuff. And getting a job, doing the audition is a job itself because you're putting yourself out there and you're going through a lot of ridicule. This is exactly all this criticism and films and auditioning and monologues. So just to get a part, it's like a full-time job just to look for a part in a film. So I do understand when you're saying about for the traveling, because you're an artist, you're creative, you're very passionate, which I did happen to see your looked up your YouTube. So what is it called when you're looking something up like on Facebook? You're perving the profile or something like that. I don't know what the terms are. I'm kind of lame, but I don't know if that's peeking or perving or something. There's a term going on Facebook saying, oh, so you looked at my Facebook page. You're perving my profile or something. I don't know, something like that. But the point is,
I
went to your...
constantly changing, yeah. So I have no idea.
Yeah, it's something. It's like, but I mean in a good way. I went to your YouTube, and I know you have a couple of Facebook pages, so I was, trying to say, okay, where I can use something. So you have some videos. And I was watching, and I'm like, if you're just, you've been doing this for a little while, and if it says it was 2012, when did you start? Was it 2012?
Yeah, I started pursuing it back in 2012, yeah.
Because if you started back in 2012 when we're going into 2016, and I was viewing your audition reel, your demo reel, and I'm like, wow, he's really got passion in his roles that he's been playing for so far. And it's just on there, it's 4 or 5 roles, and I'm just like, wow. I mean, did you ever go to school for any of this?
The only type of class school that I've attended, I don't even know if he's around anymore. And I think he has a stage name, so I don't really know his real name, so I'm not even going to delve into that at all. But it was in Belmont, California, and it was a 6-month class. But and my brother was attending, and then he was going through some moves, so he didn't finish the course. But I attended it with my brother for about a month, and it was a school of film and television, literally in one little warehouse room with, it wasn't anything fancy, nothing prestigious or anything, but got the job done. Basically what it did was to prepare people what to expect in an audition, and I think it was more along the lines of getting more comfortable in front of the camera and becoming more of a people person. I think that's what it taught you, as opposed to really showing you what it's like on a real set. So it was, now that I think back with what I've accomplished, when I think back to that class, I'm like, he didn't know what the hell he was doing. So, yeah. But, yeah, that was about a month, and I did my first performance at a mall. I performed a couple of monologues, and I wasn't expecting much of a reaction from the crowd. It was a big crowd watching, and after I did the performance, it just erupted. And I'm like, wow, I loved that energy. It was like nothing before. So I was really drawn to that. So that was my first performance. So that was back in 2007, actually. Yeah, 2007.
Oh,
So that was
okay.
like my first, that was like my first actual brush with, with acting. But I don't count that because I wasn't pursuing it from that point on because I got, on other jobs and stuff. So I just didn't really, that didn't really linger in my mind at the time. But in 2012 is where I really started getting down and doing my research.
That's
so
awesome.
that was the only type of that was the only type of class I attended.
Well, from what the little that you did attend for a class, if anybody looks up your reel on YouTube, because you do have some videos on there, I was like, wow, you really blew me away. I was just like, there was one. What was it called? The name of it? It was a Blind Date or something like that. I think that's what you.
Blind Date, that was my speaking role, and we shot that in October of 2012.
Okay, because when I was watching that, and when you're finally in the room, and you're having dinner with the girl there, and I was like, oh my God, is she like a vampire? Because you're sitting there, and you're having the day, and you're eating and stuff, and it's like, it's so funny. It's like, I was like, oh gosh, something's gonna happen. I'm like at the screen, I'm going, run. I was like, Cornell, run away. It's like something's gonna happen to you. It's like, I like your eyes, and I'm going, oh my God, he's gonna kill him. And I'm like, get up and run. Don't eat. Just don't eat. Don't drink anything. And I'm like, no. It was like going, oh crap. I was like, oh crap. It's just something that sitting there on the edge of your seat, going, something's gonna happen to this poor guy.
It's funny that out of the stuff that you saw, you brought that up. It's funny because just last night, I started doing my blogs on my WordPress. So if you look up WordPress.com, Cornell Militaru, that'll be one of my most recent blogs. And I actually wrote about, what I experienced when I was on set. And, so for those of you out there that like to read blogs and everything, feel free to check it out. So.
Yeah, can you just
fun
spell
fact
your name?
In there.
Yeah, spell your name for me. I want to make sure, if anybody's looking you up, what is the correct spelling of your name?
Oh, spelling? So Cornell,
yes.
Cornell, Militaru, Militaru.
Okay.
It's Romanian, so
okay.
It's pronounced Cornell Militaru. It's Romanian.
Oh, say that again. Did you say another language? Say it again.
It's Romanian. It's pronounced. I'm sorry?
Yeah, say that again. I thought you just spoke in another language. I was like, ooh, say that again.
Oh, no, it was in English, but how you pronounce it in Romanian, it's Cornell Militaru.
Oh, wow.
I thought you're like, whatever. It's like, I don't even talk to him anymore.
No. It's like it's a nice touch because it's definitely, it's different. Your name is different because it stands out, and it's like, it does stand out in my mind because Cornell, I think it might be here in America as a university. I'm not too sure because I'm like, where did I hear that name before? And I'm like, oh, I think it's a university. So that's how I was trying to remember it.
As I was going up, they're like, is that short for Cornelius? You put Cornelius? Like, no, just Cornell. Cornell, like, give me all. I'm like, no, just Cornell. All right, little kid, don't get pushed down this slide. Don't say Cornelius. Thank you. And as I got older, I matured more, so I wasn't pushing any people down anymore. So I'm like, no, just Cornell, sir. Yes, ma'am. I became more unprofessional. It's like, Cornell? I was like, no, it's just Cornell, sir. Don't make me get my lawyer involved. No, I'm kidding, I don't have a lawyer.
Comedy. Yeah, I don't.
No, I don't do comedy. I do not do
comedy.
I do not do comedy. A few people actually said you should get into stand-up. I'm like, I really don't have the writing down and the punchlines. I'm like, you know what? I'll just be myself, and if maybe I get a stand-up character comedy role, whatever, maybe I'll tackle that, but and do some more research. But For the most part,
yeah,
I don't belong in the stand-up world.
Yeah,
Someone once told me,
seriously.
they're like, oh, you should do stand-up. Or if you're sitting down, just do sit-down or something like that. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Consider that.
Yeah, do stand-up sitting down. You can do stand-up comedy sitting down.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I'm too tired. Yeah. But, maybe I don't know where it originated from. I'm not, don't know about the whole history behind it. It's just the name. I don't know.
Can you speak another language?
Yeah, Romanian. I could speak it pretty fluently, especially when I'm around my grandma, because she speaks English as well, but when I'm talking to her in English, she'll just stare at me. But she just not just found out, but the way she is, she loves listening to you talk. So if she's staring at me, I'm like, do you understand what I'm saying? She's like, yes, I understand, yes. She has a really thick accent. I was like, all right, well, let me know if you know what I'm saying, because it'll be funny. I'll be talking to her in English and mix it with the Romanian, so we'll be at the store. I don't know. Just I constantly mixed it up. If I were to go to Romania right now and speak Romanian, they'd be like, oh, he's American. They could recognize the accent. It's like, he's not Romanian. He's not from Bucharest. No way. But if I spend like a couple, 2 to 3 months, I think I could pick up some sort of accent or like kind of mimic something. I'll just that's kind of how I do it. If I hang around a certain person for a certain period of time, I can kind of pick up on how they are and stuff. So it's just, I always did that since I was a kid. I always kind of imitate people, but not impressions. That's one of my huge weaknesses. I can't do impressions. Although my brother did say I did a pretty good Seth Rogen impression, but I'm not going to get into that unless it's really really requested.
Okay, yes, no, now I'm putting you on the spot. I forgot to warn you. Sometimes I put people on the spot. No, seriously, because Seth Rogen, he does a lot of imitations. Let me hear you do the Seth Rogen imitation.
Well, first off, I just want to say, thank you for having me on this show. This is going to be the loud Seth Rogen. I'm just going to talk to you in the soft Seth Rogen voice. This is more of my Pineapple Express. Maybe what's that other movie I was in? What was that movie called? 40-Year-Old Virgin. So I just want to thank you for having me on this show, because it really means a lot, taking time out of your day, just kind of giving me a chance to, talk to these people that are probably not even listening to this. I hope that was kind of clear. Are you all right there? Are you all right? Don't you want to get Cornell back on the line? Do you not want to talk to Seth Rogen right now? I'd get Jonah Hill, but he's not here right now. But Dave, Dave, come here. I think this is Dave Franco. Yeah. No, I'm not going to. No, get out of here, Dave. I don't got Dave down yet. Give me another week, and maybe I'll get Dave. He's a little shy right now. Or Dave Franco. Yeah, James Franco, not his brother, Dave. Sorry, I swear, I'm not sleep deprived. So anyways. I'll just get Cornell back on the line right now, and he'll just answer all the questions that you have for him. Well, to the best of his ability. I don't think he's as good as I am right now, but maybe one day we'll get to work together in Hollywood and maybe go out for espresso and a black coffee with ice. Give me extra ice, because I like a lot of ice on my coffee. Yeah, I think that's all right. Hey, that's a cut, Seth. Hey, thanks for coming over, Seth. I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, I'll see you next week. All right, take care. Bye. Hello, I'm back.
Oh, my God. I can't. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh, my God, I can't even finish doing this interview.
Breathe in, breathe out. Do you need a water? I could wait.
I'm going to choke. I'm just going to grab the cat's dish and drink out of the water out of the dish.
You're going to what? I can't hear you. I think you're laughing too much.
The cat, I don't have any water pools. I don't have any water out, and the cat dish is over there with the water. I'll just lap up water from the cat dish.
Oh, perfect. Water is water, so enjoy.
Yeah, they're healthy. My cats are healthy. I won't get anything from them, so I just lurked it up. It just made my day. This Ninja Sunday's good. That was a great impression. Really, really good. I'm like, take a bow.
Take a bow. Like I said, impressions are just my weakness. I never practiced them. It's just I watched quite a few Seth Rogen, so I was just messing around, and my brother's like, hey, you actually kind of sound like. I'm like, all right, thanks. I just did it a few different times, and that was pretty much that. But I love the guy. I don't ever talk behind everyone's back as if he's my friend. Yeah, I don't talk about Seth behind Seth's back. No, but no, definitely a good guy right there.
Yeah, so, no, it was good. It made me laugh. You sounded really good.
I appreciate that.
Oh, you're welcome. I want to, push as much, stuff that you do on my show. And, 1 hour is just not enough. So, of course, I'm going to probably ask you to come back. It just, to touch base on some stuff, too, that, oh, you're welcome. Do you do, besides acting, is there anything else you do? Do you do any music or anything?
Yeah, I'm also a musician. I'm a drummer. I'm not in a band or anything, but I've just been so caught up with my acting. I had a couple of offers for a couple of different bands, actually one in the Bay Area, and there was someone looking to do a collaboration out in L.A., but they never actually got back to me. But, I'm up to being a part of a band, collaborate with other artists. That's another passion of mine, self-taught drummer.
Wow. You are amazing. I'm sitting here going, I've tried. I've always wanted to learn, bass guitar. I tried going to Guitar Center back in Boston, and I just couldn't finish with the lesson. And it's like I always wanted to learn bass because when I was in junior high, I actually took a year of violin at the school. And I sounded like a dead cow afterwards. But, there's things in life.
Hey, that still makes sound, though, okay?
What's that?
You said like a what?
Oh, I didn't know what you just said. You said that makes and it kind of went out.
No, you said you sounded like a dead cow.
Yeah, with the violin. Like.
Oh, I'm like, do dead cows make noises? I was trying to picture that. I'm like, what kind of noise is that? You might want to use another terminology there. I don't think dead cow is really going to cut it. I'm sorry. I know it's your show, but I know I have a little say sometimes, and also Seth Rogen, so change the terminology.
Oh, my God. I'm going to die. Someone do mouth.
Don't. We got to finish this.
It's like, oh, my God. So to get into, do you think you'd ever, besides acting, do you think you really want to get into a band or anything? Or
definitely do that on the side, too. I want, basically my main focus is I want to be, I am busy at the moment as well, but I want to be extremely busy, but not to the point where I'm losing my mind. So I want to be as versatile as possible, film and music. And, of course, I've done a couple of modeling runway shows. I modeled an Italian suit and some Hawaiian wear. And, I loved that, too. So I'm definitely open to doing that again. I just love being in front of people and just seeing those flashing lights, and hopefully people got good pictures of me. So
sweet,
yeah, definitely love that. The whole entertainment just showtime. When I hear showtime and it's time to go, I love the energy. I love the energy from the behind the scenes of everything, how it's all put together, and the whole. I know some people will get frustrated because it can be frustrating, but the whole chaotic process is like, okay, we got 2 minutes. It's like you got to be awake and alert and good to go. I love that. Even, there's a few times where I didn't sleep for close to 2 days, and I felt great because I was on set. It was a smaller set, but the idea of it, and I'm about to perform, and I just love it. It's never going to get old, and there's always going to be entertainment work out there. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It's a 24/7 business. It's not like, oh, sorry, we're closed today. Just because, let's say you have a storm on a set. Okay, well, that sucks. Well, okay, we'll go to the inside studio and do the interior shots. There's always going to be an option, so that's what I love. It's not like, oh, my business is closed today because I forgot my key, so I can't get in. It's always something that's going to happen. So I love that.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's so much out there nowadays. It's different because of social media and digital. There's so much people don't even understand that people can get involved in so much. You know, it's just, it's an incredible, it's not like years ago, because now you actually, you know, you can have your own studio, everything's like digital, doing certain things, even with films. Now, making films off iPhone 6, which I got, which I want to stock to myself. So it's like, wish you were closer, because I'd like to, you know, you're very inspirational. Your work, you're very strong. You're very strong in your talent for what you just started doing. I was like, man, that would have been cool. If we were closer, we could work together. You know, you're on the other side, I'm on this side, I'm up in the North Pole, and you know, seriously, when I mean it as I say, because you can ask anyone, when I see something and I see people that are passionate, it's like, there's talent right there, and you definitely should be like on a TV show or a big time. I mean, you got, you know, you're very photogenic, and it's something that the camera does like you. You have a wide range of emotions from what I was viewing on your YouTube, and you definitely could hand to that really hardcore, intense kind of scene. And you were doing like a Wolf of Wall Street scene. You did also too, I forget where I saw it. It was from the Boiler Room. One of the characters, it was Vin Diesel was in the film, but it was from a different character. And I saw that wide range.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's good.
Thank you.
Who was it again? Did you say Ben Affleck?
Yeah, that was Ben Affleck Beach. Very much don't business to, you know, expect. And
okay.
What he wants on his, you know, the type of people who wants to work for him. He wants to be that typical type of guy.
Oh, okay. So you like Ben Affleck, is that correct?
Oh, definitely, yeah. He's definitely one of the guys I kind of study, just the way he delivers. Yeah.
Oh,
you have
so
a
you're
few.
I have a
few.
Like me. Like Ben Affleck.
So?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just saying that.
Oh, no worries.
Since you want to work with Ben Affleck, you're probably going to like the new Batman.
Most likely.
Yeah, because he's playing Batman.
Yeah.
It's really, you know, him coming from Boston. I mean, it's like sometimes people ask me, have you ever, you know, because I'm from Boston, I live like in South Boston and stuff. It's like, you ever meet like Ben Affleck and blah, 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 this and that, or whoever. It says I never really actually met them. I mean, it's quite possible I could have passed them and never known it. It's just like, you know, I'm very proud to hear, you know, people saying, yeah, I want to work with people, and they're from Boston, and I'm from Boston. So it's like, it kind of just made my whole day. You know, and, you know, so, I mean, what other things, like, have you been working on?
So lately, I actually got a few movie offers. Like 3 are still, I'm waiting on sales. One's supposed to be filming in Maryland, and they're actually, as we speak, working on a movie set that's like half the size of Universal Studios. And I just can't say more about it because I don't know. I don't know who's going to be a part of it. I'm still waiting on that one. And the other 2 ones, he just told me that he's working on a couple with some investors on getting the ball rolling with those, and he wanted me to be a part of that as well. His name is Tom Gabriel. He actually did an interview with me back in March on this local cable channel called The Cross. So he's keeping me posted with things, so I'm just kind of working with him at the moment, just keeping tabs with him. We have like a conversation about once a week over the phone. August, what was it? I don't even know what the date was, but back in August, I played a character. I was a cameraman. My character name was Carl Cameraman for a film called Dead End Part 3. And you could I don't know where you could view the films. People are gonna have to check on Facebook and just go to the Dead End page. And the director, sorry if I pronounce your last name wrong, but his name is Jordan F. Ganma. He's out in the Bay Area. California.
Oh, okay.
So people could check that out and have to keep tabs on that page too. Just like he updates pretty frequent, so he's the best person to ask about when the release date, trailers, etc. And recently, about a month ago or so, I got some recognition off a couple of groups that I'm in on Facebook. And the lady reached out to me. I'm not going to get in any names right now because there's some things that aren't for sure, but once I get more details, people follow up on that. But a lady reached out to me, and she said that she asked me if I'm a cinematographer as well because she knows I'm an actor. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, I don't do that. And she told me that she was looking for an actor that's willing to travel to Peru. I'm like, all right, I'll go right now, type of mentality. But I'm like, okay, what's the catch? It's Facebook. There's a lot of, fake accounts. So I messaged her, and then we just really hit it off. She was a very sweet woman. She is a sweet woman. Sorry, I said was. We still talk. And
no, I get it. No, because you were talking with her.
You're like, wait, what's going on, Cornell?
No, I get it.
What are you trying to say? What happened?
She was a very, I get exactly what you're talking about.
Okay.
Because you were talking with, you were talking, so it's in the past tense, not meaning, you're not disrespecting her, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you people from Boston, you understand what I'm saying, so I appreciate it. So anyways, Cornell, just get to the point. You're taking forever. You only got like 10 minutes.
It's okay.
Whatever. Get to the point, Cornell. Relax, Seth. Relax. Sorry, I'm on that Hollywood time, and I got to fly out to do Pineapple Express. Again, we're going to be doing a remake. Is that true? No, I'm just messing with you guys. There's not going to be a Pineapple Express remake. Although there might be a kind of a good idea because we did have a pretty good success, So we'll talk about it. Cornell, get to the point. Seth, you almost said the F-bomb. That is not good. There's probably children listening to this as we speak. Well, I didn't say the F-bomb, did I, Cornell? No, you didn't, but close. Anyways. Seth, shut up. Thanks, buddy. All right, so he's trying to offer me some coffee right now. I'm like, I don't need no coffee, But that's how nice Seth Rogen is, I'm always talking highly about him. He's like my best friend. Anyways, so, So the word, I'll be going to Peru. I'll be leaving the 25th or 26th of this month. And I'll be shooting I'll be playing journalists that arrive from the USA to be there. I arrive there, and I'm looking to write a great story. I meet this girl. We sort of hit it off and fall in love, and things kind of go downhill from there. I trying to find out where she is. Nobody knows this girl, and come to find out, she's a demon, and she's messing with my mind. So I'm starting to lose. I'm trying to lose control of myself, and things get a little dicey, and that's where I will stop. So I'm really excited about that. It's going to be my first out-of-state / out-of-country film. I've never done that before, so I'm really excited. They're going to fly me out there, and she's just very sweet. She's working with a great team. We actually spoke earlier this morning, just touching bases on the last final details about the flight and et cetera. So, yeah, I'm really excited, guys. I know I've been posting on Facebook. I'm constantly posting on Facebook and Twitter. This is going on. This didn't happen. So just because it didn't happen doesn't mean or anything like that. I just like to be open and share with people, keep everyone in the loop. Even though I have probably 4 or 5 followers, I follow myself, so that counts as one person, by the way, I just want to make one thing clear. People are going to start seeing hashtag Team Cornell quite a bit. The reason why, it's because it's a motivational thing for me. It's like I started this from ground up by myself. No one showed me the door. I actually built that door, and I'm still working on knocking it down to actually, boom, I'm there. What's up? Let's work, guys. That's my whole mentality. So Team Cornell is me motivating myself. I am my team. A lot of people will be like, Team Cornell, who's on your team? You got a bunch of followers? No. A lot of people will, I don't know, they judge. So I don't care. I just want to make that clear that it's like I'm doing that for my personal reasons. That's me. That's my team. And I'm just pushing myself as if it was a huge thing and I got all these people backing me up. And I really don't. but I want that mentality, and, you know, nothing's going to bring me down. I don't care. I won't get discouraged. That's the bottom line. I don't get intimidated, and I don't get discouraged. That's the whole realm of Cornell / Cornell Militaru. That's what it is. So I wanted to make that clear.
You have to, you know what it is, too? You see, it's like, I just want to say, to take something of my life. I know I'm interviewing you, and it's like, so you're starting out there, and it's got to grow. And a lot of people in my life, I was surrounded for a very long time where people were like, you know, everyone knows, like, I've always wanted to work with Jackie Chan. And what it had things start out when I first got into stuff, people were trying to push me, you know, just doing the whole thing. You need to get married. You need to do this. You know, it's not normal, a woman your age, this was over 10 years ago, to like martial arts or Jackie Chan and blah, blah. And even guys I tried to date, I would get into fights in cars, and I'm like, no, this is just stuff on a film. I don't want to fight people, you know, even though I was training a little bit of martial arts, and they says it's not normal, and they wanted me to kind of not really do it, but I was like, it's my passion and stuff. So many years fast forward, here I am doing my radio show. It took a twist where, in a good way, I've been doing it for over 3 years, and have had people in that circuit that are very well known, like Don the Dragon Wilson. He was on my show. He's got a film out there now called The Martial Arts Kid. He came on my show, and many other people like Cynthia Rothrock. These are people that are legends in that circuit, and they've come on my show. And it's something where getting the word out there, showing your passion, and people are going to look at that and be inspired by your passion. It's starting. You're at a level, you're starting, and it's going to grow. And no matter what, people are always, you know that. People are going to say something on social media. I mean, look at people like Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt. People put people like that, say crap about them, and they're multi-billionaires. It's how it is, and it's like, if you want to do something in life, I support people. That's why I have people even starting out in the business. It's not just having the most popular Hollywood people, like I want to get like Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt too on my show. It's people that have dreams. You know, I support. I really support, because I do understand. It's like I went through my own struggles, and I'm happy where I am today. I don't want to ever go back, because getting to meet great people like yourselves, you know what I'm saying, and getting to know people because you have passion. And I support that. I tell people, keep going. You're just starting out there. But because of your talent, for what I've viewed and what I've like watched and seen, it says you're very deep and detailed and compassionate about doing the characters in the film, and that's what people are going to see, because the camera doesn't lie. The camera, you photograph really well. You know, you're very compassionate, and that's what people are going to see. They're going to relate to you because you're adorable, you're cute, pull out your characters, and this is what people are going to enjoy about you. You're very down to earth. You know, so you have that passion, and it doesn't matter what anybody says. If they don't like what you're doing, whatever, you know, they don't have to come to your page. It's like you're off Facebook. You should be allowed to put whatever you want. You know, people put down all the time, like, I don't have kids, and it's like I post about going to the gym, and then people put memes up saying, oh, we got to hear about your gym, you know, people going to the gym all the time, and they laugh and make fun of it. I'm going, well, you know, people are posting all about their kids all the time. I'm like, should I be making fun of people that are posting about their kids all the time? What Facebook is Facebook is your page. That's what it's about. And it's like, I mean, I love kids and stuff. I enjoy the things, but when people go, well, you're talking about, you know, people put memes up, I see it. I'm not going to respond to it, but this is your life. Excuse me. This is about you. Your Facebook page, what it's about is yourself. And what I don't get is when people, you know, oh, you're talking about yourself, but then everybody has a Facebook page. Anybody that says anybody's selfish or self-centered, everybody in the world has a Facebook page. And, you know, if you're calling someone else self-centered or saying stuff about it's crap or something on somebody else's page, well, you're actually talking about yourself too, because you have a Facebook page too. So you're self-centered too. So anybody that has a Facebook page, don't follow. You don't have to go to someone's page if you don't like it or something. Go to something else. So you're just at a start, and it's going to grow. You know, you have so much to give. I can see that. Believe me, I'm not just saying that because you're going to get so much help. I can see that in your videos, and I'm like, he's got that passion. You know, you posed as a cowboy person. You posed as, you know, a rocker in these pictures, and you know, you were actually an agent in one of your films, and it's like, it's just going on. And then you're showing this thing about, you know, going on a date. So and then you were showing about like a paranormal activity, and you're like, it's like, do I want to kick this character's butt? It's like it kind of makes it like you're like a character in the film, but I want to end up kicking someone in the butt.
Right.
So you're very lovable. You're very lovable, and I think people are going to relate to that. It's just that you just gotta keep going, and the more you're gonna go on your Facebook page, it's your Facebook page. If people don't like it, whatever. So, but the other good thing is, if someone does have, it's really strange, but if you have negative publicity at all from anyone, these people that don't like you are actually promoting you.
I'm sorry, did you have any negativeness towards me?
Well, I mean, like when people ever, promote you in a negative way, it's like, well, you're talking so much about yourself, blah, blah, blah. They're coming to your page, and they're giving you recognition. This is why people say in Shelly, what I'll do is I only promote people's work that I really like, because since I'm doing promotions in the radio show, because I'm getting a little bit of a following, if I promote something that I don't like, that's going to give them promotions automatically. So the best thing to do is, not do that, but people are still going to be negative, and they're going to help you out. So it's weird.
Right.
But that's something to keep in mind. I get a kick out of this.
Sure. What I got actually a few different times was, I'm part of probably over 30 groups on, entertainment groups on Facebook. So I have maybe 2 to 3 people sharing maybe twice a week some of my stuff. They're just kind of closer people I chat with on Facebook, Facebook friends. So I'm going to give big thanks to them for actually taking time and just sharing a few of my things. I appreciate that very much. You know who you are. And here's the thing. I know I overpost a little bit, well, especially in my group. I have my own group, so I feel I could do whatever I want. People could post times as they want. I won't delete anything. It's my group, and feel free to do whatever. There's entertainment involved. And I do probably 2 to 3 posts a day in each. The reason why, because some I have to have approval from. So once they approve, it looks like I sent a bunch, but it's different dates. So realistically, it's only probably 2 in that group or 3. So when they approve, and they didn't approve my stuff for a week or 2, it's I got different things dude, you're over posting. Stop doing that. It's making you look desperate. It's not professional. So I actually didn't get back to that. It's whatever. It probably came off of being desperate. But I didn't say, please like my stuff. Please do. I don't beg. I try to do catchy headlines, and at the end of the day, it's about my stuff getting out there. Not as much as me wanting to post a lot. It's as much as I want people viewing my things and just kind of showcasing my page, what I'm up to, everything. Because I don't post the same exact thing. I'll do everything from my reel to the improv videos that I have on my page to photos, promotional photos. So I try to mix up as much as possible and try to be, showcase everything from my personality to business. I don't want to. My main focus on Facebook isn't just business. I want to showcase my personality as much as possible. That's actually the main reason I started doing my blogs yesterday, just to kind of let people on the inside, okay, that's where he's from, that's where he's coming from. Okay, I understand it. So then they'll start putting the pieces together. That's what he's doing. Oh, that makes sense. I read about that, So that's my main focus here. I want to touch bases with everything. It's a lot of work because I'm doing everything myself. So, but I'm loving this process because it's just part of the business,
Yeah, no, it's just what is a business, and I think what happens with any of us is that your followers are actually, somewhat will make up, for the people that really don't like you, because they'll stand by your side. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's something that I do believe, because for a while people thought I was nuts, because they were like, oh, my God, they were so turned off because I talk about Jackie Chan all the time. It's 24/7. That's all. When I first started on Facebook, I want to work with Jackie and blah, blah, blah. And people telling me, oh, you got to talk about something else. So it's I get what people were saying. No, people like, because that's all I did on Facebook, because my life was different, because I didn't have kids. I don't have it's not like my I don't have a normal type family. I have extended family members and stuff, and it's kind of funny because I talk about it, and they're like, you have no life, you're all talking about Jackie Chan, that's it. But then the thing is, it just evolved in a different way. And so it's kind of like it just took a turn for a different way, and I'm kind of glad the way it is today, because if, it's turned a positive way, because, once again, going back to artists like yourself, I'm networking and I'm blessed, because my whole show, as much as I want my radio show as my career, it's giving back to other people. So it's like, it's actually, I'm enjoying it. I enjoy speaking to guests like you on my show, Cornell. I'm very happy to have you on here today, so thank you for joining me.
Thank you. This is a great conversation, and this is my first, actually, this is the longest interview I've been part of so far, a few other ones. And it gets longer and longer, so maybe next time it'll be like a 2-hour, I don't know. But
no, we're almost out of time. We have about maybe 7 minutes, so it's something where for your work and stuff, where can people find out about you?
So I have so Facebook, obviously, facebook.com/Cornell Militaru. I update pretty frequently. Unfortunately, I'm maxed out on my friends, so you could either click the follow button on there, or you can go to Cornell Militaru /enactment. It's like ENACTment.com, like on Facebook. That's my page. So you can follow me on there as well. YouTube /Cornell Militaru. I tweet pretty frequently, so you can find me on Twitter @Cornell Militaru. If there's any of you that love Instagram and like to follow people on there, I'm also on Instagram @Cornell Films. One word, @Cornell Films. That's where you guys could find me.
Oh, cool.
If you want to send me a personal, for booking information, or to contact me regarding work, you can message me or email me. At cornellfilms@gmail.com. I don't know. I should get back to any emails within a 24-hour period.
Oh, cool. Because I think that even says, excuse me, it does say on there that you will get back to on one of your pages. You have 3 or 4 pages, but it says that you will respond within 24 hours.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, it does say on Facebook. I think that's a new thing to have. I just saw that the other last week or so. I'm like, oh wow, that's actually correct. Good job, Facebook. I applaud you. Good job, Facebook. You made my day. You actually know who I am. Thanks.
Yeah.
And also today I have a script rehearsal for a short film that we'll be shooting the 23rd, actually next Friday. It's a short film. I'll be playing a heroin addict who's on the verge of death. The title is not out yet. And I know that sounds interesting because for those of you who've seen my photos, I look nothing like a heroin addict. So I will talk about that just real quick while we have time. I won't take up too much time. So, I was the 10th person who auditioned for this. It's a college project for this college student that's attending a film school out in San Francisco, and it will be screening in December at the Meisner Technique School of Film. I don't know, that's a weird long name. I'm sorry. It's like the Meisner Technique of Film School something. You can find it in San Francisco. I'll get back to you guys on that. But he surprised me with the email. I didn't think I was going to get the call back. He's like, I'll email you whether or not you got the part. So I got it the next day. He's like, Cornell, your performance was outstanding. We have to do something about makeup and maybe having baggier clothes on you because you just blew me away. You gave me the chills, and I was not expecting that. at all. I was expecting, sorry, thank you for coming out, but we went with someone else, because that's what happened before. I just didn't fit the look. And so that really blew me away. So, yeah, I'll be doing script rehearsal today from 3 to 5 in San Francisco. So that's what I have going on as well at the moment. I'm working on that short film.
Oh, cool. I hope someday I get to see more of your work. I mean, as soon as you actually, you know, it's something that I definitely would like to see because, like I said, you're very passionate what you do. And I definitely, to leave it on a positive note, I do ask all my guests to answer this one question. And, you know, if someone who's an artist, whatever they may be, an actor or, you know, a filmmaker and such, if they're going through a hard time, and, you know, like, what can you inspire them to keep going? What could you tell them?
Know this, that if you know you're an artist and you know that this is meant for you, why try to give up just because you go through hard times? Remember this, that you started this for one reason, to get where you want to get. Keep that in mind, play that in your mind. You're like, this is meant for me. There's nothing else out there for me, so remember why you started it in the first place. Get through what it is you're going through. It might take a little bit longer than you expected, but the main point is to get to where you're going. I don't know, everyone has their own goals in life. I have my own goals. I have my own destinations where I want to be, and so everyone's a little different. So figure out where you want to be and fight for that reason, and don't let anyone bring you down. It's like, you know, there's competition, right? So there's competition in any business you look, you know, in any business out there. That doesn't matter. That's whatever. Just know what you're meant to do and be true to yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're the only person that needs to take care of you. No one else will do it for you. No one's going to grab you by the hand and bring you there.
Nice. I definitely, I'm very inspirational and stuff, and you know, I do thank you, Cornell, for being on my show. I look forward to having you on my show again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your Ninja Sunday.
Awesome, I appreciate it. Aren't you going to say bye to Seth Rogen?
Okay, bye, Seth Rogen.
Hey, thank you, Seth. Get out of here. It's my time. Thank you, bud. You had your time. Now it's my time, Seth. It's my time. All right, thank you so much. You have a beautiful Sunday evening on the East Coast, the a.k.a. North Pole. Say hi to Santa and say hi to all the little elves making them sleds and all the reindeers. Thank you. I appreciate this opportunity. This was really fun. Felt like I've known you for a while and we're just messing around. I can't believe we're actually alive right now. I'm normal, people. Yeah, I'm really, I swear.
Okay. Well, Cornell, thank you, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
Take care.
All right. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
And another great day, another great, you know, time on my show. And everyone, thank you so much for tuning in there. And remember, everybody that has a dream, you go for it because you're as good as anybody else. And have a good day.
Why I tell you the truth, but you say don't lie? Why is being a good father at an all-time low? Why is it acceptable? Yo, why I while she blame him and he blame her. It's useless. Ask yourself this question: why you making excuses? Why do parents gotta bury their kids? Why we text and drive, not caring how scary it is? Why it's so hard to forgive and leave the past behind? And if you did, then that's divine. Why don't you help your brother when you see him fall? Why do we act like God don't see it all? Why do we call them black, them white, them Asians, and use labels? Now that's racism.
I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii. No, why? I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii. No, why? I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii. No, why? I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii. No, why?
Why is there innocent people locked up for life, while some people can't say nothing nice? Why do we always gotta question what all of it means? And why won't you follow your dreams? Tell me why. The night when you took my dad, why did you never see my grandpa cry? And tell me why. And why do you choose to hide, even though you was born to fly? And tell me why. And why don't we turn from all the hate? And why don't we learn from all mistakes? Why do I keep on wrecking these fat beats? And teachers don't make more than professional athletes? And why? And why? And why? And why? And why? And why?
I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii. No, why? I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii. No, why? I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii. No, why? I don't wanna Hawaii. I don't wanna Hawaii. No, why?